What's up, party kids? Speed Zone TV here tonight for race number 5 for the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series. I'm your host, Robert Warrens, alongside my co-host, Chris Schusler. What's up, Chris? How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hello, Robert, and hello, sports fans. Thanks for joining us here tonight at race number 5 of season 7 here at Rockingham.
Yeah, we're going to be having a doozy of a battle tonight at Rockingham Speedway on this short track 1 mile oval, D-shaped oval. Got a cold track tonight, 65 degrees, partly cloudy, 3-mile-an-hour winds, 40% humidity. This is a midday race, so we're going to see a lot of sun shining. We're going to quickly roll through the grid as these guys are rolling right now. Our pole sitter tonight is Copperthorne in that 98 machine, currently in P3 in points. Jackson in the 458, Grace in the 12, Straminsky in the 34, Don Francesco in, I believe, the 24 truck. You can't see his number on the screen. 83 of BB in 6th, Hurst in 7th, Richardson in 8th, Hawkins in the 84 and 9th, Hunter in 27th, Hunter in the 27 and 10th, Manning in the 78 machine 11th, Isgrig in 12th, Ramsey 13th, Ben Key in 14th. 26 trucks in the field. 15th is Barry Tolleson. He was a newcomer last week. Great run by him in 15th. Morton in 16th. Presley in 17th. Lussier in 18th, Warhol in 19th, Laurent in 20th, Eccles in 21st, pace cars ducking in. Monday in 22nd, McKee 23rd, Miller 24th, and these guys are rolling here. We're going to get back to the grid just a little later on as we got Copperthorne off to a great start here.
Big field tonight. What was it, 27 drivers?
26 in total.
26, big field tonight.
Yeah. You're looking
a lot
at
of cars on this small track.
You're looking at, was it 25-degree banking in turns 3 and 4, 22-degree banking in 1 and 2 here. So Rockingham's known for just causing carnage on these tires for these drivers.
So I was with you 2 weeks ago, Robert, and I remember we had an early retirement from Chris Nice. So wishing him a little better luck in this race here at Rockingham.
Yeah, he started back in 26th position, but it looks like Don Francesco, the 24, is already at the back of the field. Might have started, from the pits. Are after a great start here. 4 laps almost complete. Have you had any luck racing Rockingham before, Chris? Have you been here?
It's hit and miss, I'll be honest. I was just going to ask you, how long is the track at Rockingham?
It's just less than a mile. It's been around since, I believe, 1965. But a very iconic track, and I think, once we get a little bit further in the race here, you're going to see people sliding around because they're going to cook their right front tire.
These guys are off to a good start here, lap 6. I think Rockingham is not so bad when you're racing with a good group or a good league of drivers. I think when you sort of get into those open races, or official races, I should say, sometimes it's an absolute nightmare. It's like cautions after caution. So these guys have been good, a good league. So hopefully we'll see some good racing here at this short track.
100%. It's also throwback paint night. So you're going to see drivers tonight in different schemes. Copperthorne's normally rocking a 98 truck, but tonight he's running, it looks to be like a Mark Martin throwback.
Yeah, it's a cool looking truck. I will not know some of these early drivers that you will, refer to some of these paints to.
Me neither, buddy. Copperthorne setting some blistering paces here. He's already opened up a second lead in 8 laps. I don't know if that's going to be to his benefit or detriment here. Look at our lap times here as they cross the line. 23.86 for our leader. Looking through the rest of the field, the next 23-second lap is in the 19th position, or was in the 19th position. Looks like Barry Tolleson in the 28.7 position is 23.89. Comparable time to our leader, but everyone else in the 24-second laps.
Just to remind the fans, the sports fans watching this race tonight, we do have the live chat going. I'll throw some comments out from some of those guys. You know what I'm noticing? We don't have Jimmy Pilon in the race tonight, do we?
Pilon is on a little bit of a hiatus. I believe he had a trip planned, and he's going to be missing 2 races. So he's going to get, replacement points, I guess, or provisional points. But this could impact his run at the championship. He was last season's champion.
Okay. I see he's tuned in to this race, so he is watching these guys. He says hello to you, and then looks like he's rooting for Tim and Matt. So I don't know, must be his teammates. I don't know which numbers they are, but yeah, so he is tuned in. He's watching.
Yeah, we'll pop to those guys in a second. We're focused in on the 28 machine of Barry Tolleson, up 9 spots tonight, using that high line to make moves as he's putting some pressure and completing the dance on Manning in the 78. Do another focus in on the 79 machine of Matt Worrell. He's up 8 spots so far. He's been fast the last few weeks, not having a lot of luck stitching together like great finishes, gets caught up in a little bit of trouble, and to everyone's detriment, that's not good for you.
Worrell rocking the Speed Zone TV paint job.
Oh, look at that. She's beauty. She's a beaut. You can just see that the 2 drivers in front of Worrell, which is Hawkins and Ramsey, he's got his eyes full. Let's take a look at his perspective here. He dives into the corner on the high side of 3, cuts down 4. What you see, Chris, from this perspective is how bumpy Rockingham is.
Oh yeah, you can see it definitely.
You see how on the exit of 2, the truck almost looks to be unloading where they're counter steering on the exit.
Meanwhile, Copperthorne has pulled out a 3-second gap from Grace.
He's Gapplebeeing. I believe that's a restaurant.
Yeah.
Welcome to Gapplebee's. Blistering pace. I'm not 100% sure of the pit window here. I'm going to guess at around lap 40, we're going to see people ducking in if we stay green. Take a look at Copperthorne's in-car to see how he's managing his equipment. As soon as the cameraman finds a camera.
There we go.
I preferably like this line. He's running the low line in 1 and 2. You heard him get off the gas and let the truck settle.
Almost just throttle steering it around.
Yeah.
Just lifting, letting the back come around.
He's lifting early, which is good, but you're seeing that wheel move to almost like 10 o'clock. Let's see, looking around lap times here, let's Let's pick on Tolleson because Tolleson is now up 11 spots. We're going to pop in Jared Tolson's in-car here. See if we notice any difference in how he drives the corners.
Not as low.
No. I mean, the middle and high grooves work.
Well, he's doing something right. He's up 11.
He was rolling last week. Last week was Barry's first race out, and it was great to see. He runs the third. Oh, yellow flag is out, Chris.
First caution at 22.
Yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't see it, but here we are. We're gonna take a look at our Speed Zone TV instant replay here. Hop it on board with Hawkins. Uh-oh. That would be the 79 machine.
Is that Warhol?
Warhol, yeah. I'm gonna back it up here just to see what happened.
Not the Speed Zone TV truck.
Looks like there was a slight contact between Ramsey and Warhol, but he gets into the wall.
Oops.
And, you know, as he comes down, pulls it off the wall, but he can't really pull it off the wall. You can see there's a little bit of net code there, but happy that the drivers really got away unscathed other than that slight contact. That's going to bring out the caution, but, you know, kind of hard to call that accident on either one of those trucks. That, you know, maybe both of them are a little bit responsible.
Well, this will be a stop for fuel. Probably a little early for tires, I would imagine.
Well, they get 2 sets, so it might be advantageous to bolt on tires. But, you know, what do I know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what you know.
Oh, that's crazy. Not sure if we're seeing people take tires, but
I would think, in my amateur opinion, that it would be a little early. They try and go a little further.
well, you know that Manning and Don Francesco, the 78 and the 24 truck, did not pit, so they're running an off strategy now, right? They're going to be on a different fuel strat, and I think that's going to be very interesting. I don't want to say it, Chris, but, you know, cautions breed cautions.
Especially at these small tracks.
Yeah. We'll probably see a lot more door-to-door and bumper-to-bumper action here. And
it's kind of just one of those barbecue chicken nights.
With a little bit of seasoning on it, isn't it?
I'd say so, yeah.
Drivers at Ruff Neck here have the option to lane choice, and you're seeing that the 78 is electing to stay to the high side and get the high lane on that restart. That's something I'd actually choose too, because on the exit of the corners, there's a little bit more grip on the high side. Pace car is ducked in.
They're off.
Great fire off, actually. I think this is going to be interesting here because these two drivers, Manning was up in the top 10. I think he was 6th or 7th before the caution. Don Francesco, he was moving up, but he started from the pit, so I would imagine he was around 20th or so pre-caution. So it'll be interesting to see how the tires play out here.
Don Francesco keeping him honest.
Oh, yeah. 24 truck has had a series of great runs.
Ooh,
And there's
12
fresh
making a
tires.
move.
That's fresh tires. The 12's got to have bolted on rubbers.
Can we zoom in on the livery of 12
Uh-oh. You got
after
trouble.
this caution?
You want to see
Caution?
the paint of the 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you want, buddy.
Thank you. Oh, nice.
Thanks.
It looks great.
Now, I'm
Very
not
nice, Grates. Very good.
I'm not familiar with perhaps the throwback scheme of this, but kudos to the paint. Like, this is a phenomenal paint, actually.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
All right, let's see what carnage we have here for Speed Zone TV. Okay. On board.
Yeah, that was the other one I wanted to see. Spot on.
The 2 machine?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's cool looking.
I don't know.
I
want to see him this time, right? Like this.
Well, I have a special feeling about the Gulf Blue.
Do you?
Yeah.
Here's where the caution comes out. We see the
Oh no.
13 truck gets in the wall. Dude doesn't see him in time and sends her down to the inside wall. That's heavy damage.
And what were you saying about cautions?
They breed cautions?
Yeah.
That
was a good call on you.
For Tim there.
No.
Told you didn't want to see him in this camera angle.
Those fans right there on the grass got a good view of that.
And when you hit the wall that hard, I swear you can taste concrete sometimes. We'll have to see what pressure the 12 machine can put on Manning here. I don't think Manning's going to be able to stand too much of a fight.
What was the move there under that caution? Did anyone go in? I know we watched some of those trucks for a while, but...
It's looking like we had a couple people go in, but could have just been fuel strat or whatnot. I wouldn't see anyone taking tires, but, they're going to start to move to a bubble where you can make it the entire run and you're just battling for track position. But tires are so dominant here that, you really have to be mindful of tire strategy. "31 laps in the book." This one's going by pretty dang fast, actually. Almost a third of the way through. Base car is in. We're going to fire off again. Manning gets a great start. Hoppathorn in behind. Don Francesco. Tolleson also on the move now. In P4, you can see him just out of the shot of the camera angle. If Grace stuffed it low going into 1.
This is new tires versus old tires, correct?
I believe so, yeah. And here you see that the 12 just gets a tremendous run on the exit 2. Olson must have bolted on rubbers as well. He's rolling on the bottom. Yellow is out, Chris.
Look at that. Starting to get a little wacky.
We're doing great. Let's take a look at our Speed Zone TV instant replay here. On board with Brandon McKee. Not Blue Chew.
Blue Chew McKee?
Not Blue Chew. Back to our far chase here and see. Let's take a look what happens. Woo! I can't even tell.
Oh, nuts.
The 15 Oreo machine, but just like carnage for him there.
That's a different paint for a McKee, I think.
Nope, that's the same one that you saw before. But here is where the contact actually happens. Miller in the 15 and Isgrig. Miller gets loose, tags the 40, and then comes back down the track, but I'm thinking he had right front damage here. Doesn't look like too bad, but definitely that one would go, in my opinion, on that 15 machine. Crazy.
Well, we were off to a grand start, and now we're getting some silly cautions.
Yeah, I was hoping we just bang it out, but we're not going to be banging it out.
Well, now at lap 35, I would think maybe, third caution here, maybe time for a fresh set if you haven't taken them already. What do you think?
I think Manning has pulled in the pits. He's showing an 18th now, but the other driver, Don Francesco, is still sitting P3. So Don Francesco in the 24 truck is still holding on to that strategy, where Manning kind of buckled a little bit sooner.
So, Don Francesco, no fuel yet, and, no tires, but no fuel either?
No fuel, no tires. Everyone else has gone through the pits now, at lap 23. So, we can pull up the pit strategy box here, and you can see on the right-hand side of the screen that Don Francesco, there's no pit line, and everyone else around him is came in on 23. So some, I think, took tires and some didn't take tires, right? So,
I like your graphic.
thanks, buddy. Pace car is about to duck in. You see the 12 machine has taken the outside line, but what we're going to see here is a good battle between the 12 and the 28. That 28 machine was close to getting a victory last week.
And 28 should have fresher tires than 12, I believe.
I think they're on the same strat.
Okay. We need to get a couple green laps here just to get a little spread out, I think. If we can do that, maybe we'll get a good run.
Yeah, 100%. I think this is going to be a great, exciting battle here. I'm hoping that these two drivers can just run clean with each other. But, also pushing hard is not always the way.
Yeah. Oh, here we go again. Well, it's helping these guys get a little longevity out of these tires. But
it's actually working to the favor of the 24 truck, right?
Let's see. Correct. Yes.
Go and take a look at what we got to see here, Chris. We're on board.
All righty.
We're on board.
All righty.
All righty. We're on board with the 40 machine of Isgrig.
What a burger.
Oh.
Oops. Oh boy. Maybe some cold tires and just got a little loose, perhaps?
Yep. Yeah, definitely. We'll just wind it back one more time. What we'll do is we'll pop in Isgrig's cockpit here, so you can see what's going on, but we're going to hit regular speed. 1, 2, 3, regular speed. Go.
I would say he overcooked it. Maybe just a little.
So on the bottom side of the track here, it actually can get very loose. And that's what you're seeing. You see him try to correct it and catch it, but, I'm kind of happy to see the other drivers get away.
Ugh. Right into the Oreo truck again.
Yeah, poor Gary Miller.
Well, Don Francesco finally blinked and went into the pits, it looks like.
Let's see if we can get to him
he's
faster.
In there.
Oh, he's checking out now. But we can also just let's see if he bolted on some stickies.
He had to.
Oh, look at that! The car's dancing, isn't it?
Yep. Well, good first stint for him. we'll have to
Oh,
see
yeah.
how that works out later on. But to go 40 laps without fuel or tires, granted he is towards the back, but he's on fresh everything. So we'll see. He'll have another fresh set towards the end, depending on how this race continues.
And also, like, you've seen now the impact of tires. If these drivers took tires on lap 23, this 24 truck is going to be an absolute rocket ship and will be able to drive to the front. No problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, he's an excellent driver as well. So if he can get some mileage out of these and go towards the end and then bolt on that last set, he's going to be pretty dominant.
Getting ready to pull the belts tight and get going again for another restart with 12 and 28. We're all in third spot now, or fourth. Drove his way back up after the contact. What a great start by that 12 truck again. Big run from Morton. Morton is our current points leader in that 88 truck that's looking to put some pressure on Copperthorne and Warall.
You know, I have to say, I haven't seen all of these races in this league, but Warall, no matter what happens to Warall, he always finds his way back up towards the front.
100%. Yeah, he bounces back. He doesn't hold the drama of whatever happened, and he drives the crap out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh-oh, I'm showing that. Yep.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Well,
right.
Don Francesco's loving this.
I mean, this helps his situation immensely because, you know, you reset the field. You're able to get some more spots. Let's take a look at what happened here. Uh-oh, it's already happening. Back it up a little bit more, and you can see in front, actually, there's actually more contact. We're on board with the 17 of Presley. Tags the 83 of Beebe. These guys check up, but Beebe comes back down. That's Manning in the 70. That's unfortunate for Manning. He does not want damage on the truck. And then Richardson comes in.
You know, I've said this before. I can't remember if you agreed with me or not, if this is accurate, but sometimes I think when, you know, drivers are racing around, sometimes you see something in front of you and it just sort of sets you like uneasy a little bit, and then it, you know, changes your concentration, you know, causing you to sort of like wreck behind a little bit. I don't know what you think about that, but it seems like that could be a possibility. You know, you start to see some carnage up ahead and it kind of freaks you a bit, and then you drive a little different, and then you get a wreck, you know, behind the wreck.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to overreact to something because you're being cautious. You want to finish the race. You want to run well. And before you know it, when something happens in front of you, you end up in trouble too, right? So
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to do. Taking a look at Johnny Hurst. He's got a throwback paint today. Brown Extra. I wouldn't know who this is, but I had a little birdie drop in and tell me it's a Rob Moroso throwback.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should Googie it. And
Was it a Canadian bird?
No.
Oh,
Not Canadian. But let's, you know, maybe take a quick trip through the field here. I think the lights are off on the pace car. We'll do it next caution. We'll pop through some of the field. So keep me honest, Chris. Make sure I pop.
I'll do it. That's going to be tough to do, but I'll try.
Yeah, I know. I know, buddy. Getting ready to go again. A couple of these cars are going to need a roll of duct tape and a miracle with some of the cautions that we've had. But, you know, Here we are with Ruff Neck Racing getting it done for the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series. Well, does a good job of checking up the field again. Getting a good jump. We're all on the outside of the 28. Good battles here. Backs off a little bit, giving him some room. Let's take a look a little bit further back. This is the battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th. So this is Benke in the 35, Barker in the 96, and Monday in the 57.
So that's the first time we're looking at Matthew Barker. That's Jimmy Pylan's teammate. I don't know if they have a team name. He up 18 positions. Very good.
He just ran his best lap too. 23.95. Looking to cook her and bring her to the front. We're about to hit halfway, Chris. And also we have a lead change. Olison has taken the lead from Grace. And now Grace is under fire from Worrell for P2. With Copperthorne in the wake of Worrell. Down the front stretch into turn 1. Worrell washes up. Grace at the wall. Oh,
Grace maybe, I was just going to say Grace maybe had overcooked those tires just a little bit, but good timing for Grace.
Yep, I missed I thought I saw it, but hopping on board here with Straminski in the 34 truck, but I thought it happened further back. Find out in 1 second. Oh,
oof. That was...
I mean,
that was deliberately accidental. I mean, I know he didn't do it deliberate, but that was just a pound right in the corner.
Yeah, but you can't, like, you enter in high here. I'm not a fan of this. You know you don't have momentum. You know there's a truck low. Yeah, I feel like you don't get the whole track all the time. So, I mean, that's a tough one to call. I'm leaning towards a little bit more on the 34 than the 24, but I don't know. How do you feel about it, Chris?
You are saying it was the 34's fault a little bit more than the, and I don't know what his number was.
24. That was Don Francesco.
Well,
I mean, we can have
Don Francesco hit him. You know what I mean? I don't want to fight with you. That's one thing I don't want. I know that. That's one thing I don't want to do. I mean, yeah, he maybe was in sort of an awkward position on the track, but, unfortunately, Don Francesco was the, driver who hit him. So, I mean, you drove into him, I guess is what I'm saying. So I think that's on the fault of the driver that hit the other one. I don't know. What do I know, though?
What do you know?
I do know that Don Francesco's dominating, so yeah, I'll say that.
We'll have to see
doing
if
an excellent job out there.
Assessed with the penalty because he's currently sitting in 4th with the freshest of the fresh tires.
That DuPont truck looks pretty cool.
Also a throwback paint. This is a Jeff Gordon throwback paint in a Nicorette scheme. So I don't know if you're a recovering smoker, Chris, but Nicorette can help you.
No, I only did chewing tobacco.
A new paint for the 83 Abibi.
Victoria's Secret. Number 5 looking good.
Richard Jackson, I think he's a newcomer to the league here in the 53.
Fire and rescue. Cool. Oh, the 49 is pretty cool. I like that. Swedish fish.
What is Swedish fish?
They're like a gummy candy. Not very flavorful.
Okay.
But the truck looks cool.
Getting ready to go green. Olson fires off great.
Nice camera angle.
Olson already up to a half-second lead. Here they come. Watch them rip around here. Uh-oh. No caution yet, though.
That happened right in front of us, literally.
It did. It looked like it shot somebody into the pits, and it looks like went into the pits here. Let's take a look at it.
Not Blue Chew McKee.
Not Blue Chew McKee is right. Here's the incident here. He ducked down to the pit lane, and oh man, medic.
Yikes.
And that would have been a caution if he was on the surface, right? But look at that fender flying around. That's crazy.
That's unfortunate for him because he's going to go several laps down on this short track.
Yeah, and look at that, man. That fender just stuck to the tire or something.
Hopefully he hit his fast repair before he parked.
Don Francesco makes the move for the lead on Tolleson. There's a crossover.
I kind of predicted that.
I might be a fortune teller.
Yeah. Okay.
I
chat
think,
after the broadcast.
Yeah, like I know lottery numbers.
We'll chat.
Great battle here, but you know Tolleson in that 28 truck doesn't really stand too much of a chance with the differential of 17 lap newer tires. See if there's any battles we want to zoom in on here. Let's pop in on Manning a little bit further back. We saw him up front earlier. He's got Hunter in front of him alongside Ramsey. And he's nose under Hunter because he washes up. Let's see if he gets a run on Ramsey here. Gonna try the high side, just looking all over.
This is kind of exciting.
He's doing a good job here because he's backing up the center, not using up his tires. That's really one of the biggest things, right? Like you're using up those tires, you got to be mindful. This is the battle for 8th position. Manning's fallen off a little bit. Let's take a look at Copperthorne and Monday here. This is the battle for 14th. Well, that's 57 is Monday. Copperthorne in the 6th. 98 on the ticker, and Hurst in behind. Copperthorne ran up front majority of the race, so I'm not sure what's going on for him, if he's suffered any kind of like mechanical issues that put him back a little bit further. Hurst looking low on Copperthorne, backs out of it. That's Straminsky in the 34. Picking up as well. Take a look at another battle here. 5 machine of Lussier getting close to the 78 of Manning.
Sierra's your kin.
Canadian pin. too many of us on the good old iRacing from the Canadas.
Well, Don Francesco with his 1 second lead.
Yeah, he's got the Applebee's sauce.
Yeah.
Morton doing a great job here of starting at the back. He's up 13 spots. Yellow's out. Let's see what happened. It's looking like one of our newcomers, Richard Jackson, in the 53 truck would be involved here. Doodle. Fire chase cam, and we're just gonna hit the good old play. 96 of Barker low.
He just turned into him.
I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh.
Well,
tough break for Copperthorne. Hammers the 53.
I'll weigh in on my amateur assessments of these.
All
right. I'll just throw it out there. So these drivers and fans, these are amateur assessments. It looked like he turned down, but I will say though, you know, sometimes you gotta drive a little defensively. You know what I mean too. Sometimes you gotta back off to avoid something like that. So I don't remember who the other driver was, but sometimes it's worth it to just back off just a touch and sort of hold on for another fight, you know what I mean, other than get yourself all wrapped up in nonsense. But again, my amateur assessment.
I agree with you, Chris. Like, you know, Barker was low. Richard Jackson. He did turn down a little bit, but I think from Barker's perspective, he has no idea he's gonna.
For sure, it's way easier. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, it's way easier for us to see all these different angles and to see the far chase cam. It's a lot different when you're in the cockpit and you're, you know, 185 miles an hour or whatever. You know, you're focused on everything. So yeah,
I agree.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, you're sitting there behind the wheel, looking out a little windshield, and you're like, "What decision do I make?" Right? Like,
right. Correct.
Lights are out on the pace car again. 30 laps to go, Chris, when we go green. If you,
I wonder if I'm sorry. I was just going to say, Don Francesco, I know, has another set in pocket. I wonder if some other drivers do that we can think of for tires.
Well, Don Francesco's sitting in 7th right now. He just pitted. Olsen just pitted. Worrell just pitted. There's a bunch of drivers that just pitted and bolted on stickers. So,
okay,
it's going to be a very interesting battle here, because what's going to potentially happen if they run 10 laps? Those drivers on fresh tires are just going to merge to the front. Those drivers on older ones are going to fall back. But then if a caution comes out, it kind of flips the deck. But it really depends on how many drivers stay out in front of those trucks that pit later on. You haven't seen them up front, but our new leader is that 88 machine of Morton. He's our points leader in season number 7 of Ruff Neck Racing.
You know, we haven't seen a lot of Johnny Hurst in this race, and usually he's a hard charger.
Hurst is currently sitting in 21st spot, actually.
Maybe he's just struggling a little bit with the shorter track. I'm not sure, but we always see a good performance.
Yeah, like he a few weeks ago, I don't know if you were on the broadcast or not, but him and Grace had a battle for the last lap win. And just carnage happened, right? So
I believe I was on. It wasn't last week, but the week before. It was pretty good racing, and then last lap there was a humongous wreck on, like, right at the finish.
Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, that stuff's deflating to a championship run. So, you know, it's hard to maintain confidence for that all the time, right?
I get that for certain. Oh yeah.
Take a look at lap times on the screen. Morton 24:18, Grace 24:45, Don Francesco 23:7. He is cooking. I believe that's the technical term of cooking.
Is it? Okay.
34 looks like he hit a little bit of the struggle bus. I saw it at the corner of my eye. He brushed the wall coming at it too. That allowed Don Francesco, Tolleson, and Worrell to get by. These are the freshest tires now in 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And they're about a second back from Morton with 25 laps to go, Chris. Here comes the tire train. They're putting pressure on Grace. Don Francesco's around. We'll likely see Tolleson make a move here. He's going on the bottom side of that 12 machine. You can see the power of the tires, right? Not right there. Maybe on the exit of 2, though.
And I would not expect Worrell to give up by any means. Worrell's always in the mix. Oh, Grace is getting a little squiggly.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, you got guys on your inside and you're running the wall. It's hard. Don Francesco is leading the charge here. He is in 2/10 of Morton, 1/10. You can just see that gap closing down.
Oh, a little bit of wall.
He's just saying hello, you know? Hey.
Ooh, 28.
Big dive into the corner.
Tolleson is, wow. Oh, no! Ooh, that was exciting. That was cool.
Great save by Tolleson there.
Yeah, Tolleson is charging.
Hello is out.
Oh, boy.
Not sure. Where's Tolleson? I'm not seeing...
Tolleson is moving down. Down to 13th.
I'm not seeing why the yellow flag came out, but we are going to... Yellow flag came out, so this is just after that slider. He recuperated. Oh! He did not recuperate fully.
That's a shame after some really, really close battling.
Fortunate for these drivers that they were able to get around, but man, that is terrible for that 28 truck. I agree.
That was some good battling right up until then.
What's going to be interesting here now, Chris, we've got 20 laps to go. We talked about them coming in on lap 78, so technically some of these drivers have 12-lap old tires. Are we going to see the 88 machine of Mort come in the pits? And yes, he is. So Morton's going to bolt on freshies. Race Straminsky.
That's going to be pretty exciting to watch these guys. They'll slide down the grid, but they're going to be charging pretty hard. And they got a lot of laps to do it.
And look at all the trucks coming in.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I don't know. I don't know if I like it. And looking at our board right now, it looks like we only have about 8 trucks that aren't bolting on tires. Like I would imagine that everyone here on tires.
I think this is going to be for some good racing.
I'm scared.
Well, I'm here with you.
So we saw Straminsky. Looks like Morton is in P9. He's going to have the freshest of the fresh tires. I believe he's got a win or 2 already this season. Well,
no comments tonight, so It's because everyone's in the race.
Yep. Yeah, so if Morton is able to pull off 9 spots in, when we go green of 17 laps to go, it would potentially give him his 3rd win of the season. He won at Homestead with an epic battle between him and Pylon. They battled it out super hard, and he won at Kentucky last week.
Oh, I think he has a good chance with 18 laps to go. I think he certainly has a chance to battle in the front for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we're here to do at Speed Zone TV, Chris. We're here to bring the people to action, the juice.
Let's do it. And my amateur opinions.
Those come for free. Great start by Don Francesco. I move back a little bit. Look at Benke and Barker. Oh, Gray's getting a little squirrely. Olson already on the move around Morton. Morton gets a little loose as well. If you push too hard here, Chris, your tires go to junk really fast.
Oh, there's a lot to manage because it's a short, tight track. The tires are cold, but yet these guys are trying to charge to the, to the front here with 15 laps essentially to go. So
Olson's got his windshield full, shooting on the outside of Barker. Going to be able to complete the pass here on the outside using those stickies. Olson's 2 seconds back from our leader with 15 laps to go. Definitely has the early run speed. Uh-oh. Trouble up front. Thinks Warhol slid out of control.
Oh, no!
Oh, man.
That's a doozy.
Live, too. We got that one live. Oh, man, it's right.
Well, oh, boy. Well, it could have collected even more drivers. I don't know how many were caught up there. We'll see it in the Speed Zone TV instant replay. But that was a nasty wreck.
Yeah, so even before that happened, I'm not sure if there was contact for crawl. We're going to back it up here a touch. So initial contact.
This is interesting. So yeah, let's watch.
Contact here. The 78 of Manning dives it low. I feel like the 78 had the real estate to make the move. It might have been a block by the 79. Hard to call. But
should I weigh in on my amateur opinion?
Yeah, you can say whatever the hell you want, brother.
Racing incident.
Yeah.
This one's a racing incident, in my opinion. I mean, those moves on both of those drivers so slight. I don't know. I don't know how those guys could have really avoided that. It was slight, coming down on the track, slight sort of maybe holding position, and I think that just caused that wreck.
Just crazy. I hope, Warhol's able to resume the race. I don't know if he's got more damage.
Well, Warhol's been charging all race long, so I hope that there's a fast repair.
Yeah, but he was also involved in an earlier caution, if you remember.
Yeah,
bounced off the wall, got tagged, and turned around. So hopefully he didn't have to bolt there. But man, that's crazy. But you know who loves that? It's this guy.
The fans?
No, this guy.
Oh, Barry Tolleson.
Yeah, that's a significant advantage for him to restack with the freshest tires. He's going to be starting behind our leader, Don Francesco.
Now, really quick here, while we're circling around, is Chris Nice? Was he involved in that accident? Is he? Where is he in this?
I saw him jump to the pits. I'm not sure why.
He's supposedly having some internet issues, so I don't know if that caused. Well, it didn't cause that last wreck, but I don't know if he had to bump out. I don't know if he's still in at the moment. It looks like we may have lost Chris Nice, unfortunately.
Not so lucky, Mr. Nice.
No, Nice, bad. And Jimmy Pylon, of course, is loving it. He says he's watching this race. He's loving this. Loving the carnage and the entertainment.
I have to watch how quick Olsen can get around Manning here. Too much of a fight. I don't think Don Francesco's going to be able to hold off that 28 machine. But there's a lot of pressure further back.
10 short laps to go.
Yeah. Back up with our leaders. Tolleson.
Ooh. Oh,
him.
no.
Oh, hard contact.
No caution.
There it is.
Boy. Just unfortunate.
I'm gonna... I don't know. We're gonna watch this, but I already have my opinion on it here.
Strong racing. All...
Before I give my opinion, Chris, I want your opinion. Are you ready?
Okay.
We're gonna hit play.
Yeah, I need to see it kind of close here because it just looked like carnage. Let's go. Eef. All right, let me see this again really quick here. It looked like Don Francesco slowly trying to maybe close the door a little bit, bringing it down, making it harder to pass, perhaps? I don't know. And that's what, Tolleson? Is that right?
Yep.
I don't know. It just looked like Tolleson kind of just punched him. But again, that's my sort of amateur assessment of all of this. I don't know. It didn't look like Don Francesco was really doing anything wrong from my perspective, honestly. Like I said, he was coming down a little bit, maybe making it a little harder to pass on the inside. But then he's coming back up, and it looks like Tolleson just kind of punched him. So I don't know. That's, I guess, what I'd have to say from my my looking at it.
Tolleson punched Don Francesco. That is your assessment.
That's what I'd have to say, dude. You're laughing at me.
No, I just think the structure of the analogy of it is funny.
Okay, give me your more professional.
I agree is that Tolleson gives Don Francesco a shot, but if you watch right here, maybe a bit right there, you see the back of Tolleson's truck, or sorry, Don Francesco's truck. He actually gets a little bit loose here and loses momentum. But Tolleson,
even if that's the case, though, say that actually really, okay, that's what happens. So what, though? That was bound to happen from Tolleson anyway, though, right?
Oh, for
whether
sure.
Don Francesco didn't or he did, that punch was going to happen regardless, it looked like.
Yeah.
Now, not to say that that's deliberate, like he was, but maybe he just was carrying so much speed that it was like, oh, shoot, and then he hit him,
Yeah, I agree. Like, it was not intentional contact whatsoever. However, when we talked about responsibility and ownership in the previous ones, that is unfortunately, you can see Barry Tolleson's getting assessed an end of longest line for the contact there. It is his responsibility to be mindful of what's going on. He's got newer tires, so I think one of the things you said earlier is very prevalent here. Tolleson's got like eight laps to get it done. Don Francesco's a sit and duck. And maybe if Tolleson had just exercised a little bit of patience there and picked his spot, then,
yes.
he could have completely just won.
Yeah, I think we agree. We're good.
Yeah, we agree. Our first-time leader tonight, 35 machine of Matt Benke in his Victoria's Secret. I know you got Victoria's Secret lingerie.
I didn't want you to talk about that on the broadcast.
Too late, we are. Grace on the outside of Benke. This is a battle for the lead here with Straminsky in P3. Manning is in P4, not in the shot. There he is in the camera, but let's see if Grace can make it stick on the outside.
Robert, this is going to be over before we know it.
Oh, probably. Excellent battle here. Oh, Grace. Oh, he made it stick. I thought he was going to hammer the wall. Grace is our new leader. Dominant move on the outside. Straminsky looking low. Uh-oh.
Hang on to it, boys. Hang on to it.
Manning on the outside of Straminsky. Benke back under Grace. This high line's going to have momentum. Oh, man. These guys are fighting. It's a dogfight, Chris.
I like it. I like it.
I don't know. The final lap.
Grace.
The race is official now.
Grace got a little run there.
It looks like Grace is going to be able
not
to get it
giving
done.
up, though. Benke's right there. Oh, my.
It's the battle
Wow.
here. Grace
Come
is...
on.
Let's see if he's got enough tire.
This is going to be a photo finish. He's going to get him. Oh, Grace. Got a run on the outside.
Grace gets her done. Benke second. Manning third. What a great battle at the end.
It was. That's the way we like to see this finish, with these guys just neck battling like that.
Yeah.
Nice clean racing at the finish.
It was clean and hard racing, very respectful. Like, I definitely is something I want to see.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that was great. Well, we saw a couple little hiccups here and there throughout the race, but that was a nice one. These guys did good. This is a tough track.
Heck yeah, that was a great battle. Tough track, I agree. Let's take a second to roll our sponsor and see who we can get for driver interviews.
Ruff Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Ruff Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Ruff Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Ruff Neck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner.
Awesome, we're back. We'd be looking to get some driver interviews done. Our P finisher tonight is up in the booth. Go ahead and grab 78 machine of Ty Manning. What's up, Ty? How's it going, brother?
Hey, what's up? It's been a while, right?
It's been a hot minute. Congrats on your P3 tonight. Why don't you just share with Chris and I your strategy, like what was going through, what got you to the P3 tonight? What'd you do?
I like to have a little bit of the tire advantage. So that first pit stop, I kind of waited everybody out, there's a little string of cautions right there at like the lap 30-ish mark. So just once I saw everybody come down, I'm like, all right, I'm going to stay out, get some track position, just, run these cautions. And then I just really try to stay on that tire advantage the entire time. It gets really jumbled up with all the cautions, here at the end. But just picking and choosing the right times. I know like 30-ish laps is where I start kind of falling off kind of bad, so I kind of just made sure to hit that last stop there and then just got lucky. I do want to apologize to Matt. There was a little bit of blocking. I don't want to say, it was just him or just me. He was blocking me pretty good, but obviously I would rather crash myself than crash anybody else, so I apologize for kind of turning him there. He saved it, and then got caught up in the stuff behind. I know he wasn't too happy about that, but like I said, it wasn't intentional, so I want to say sorry for that. But yeah,
that was some tough racing there between yourself and the 79. And,
yeah, but it's like I said, it is what it is. I kind of thought it was a little better than what I was expecting. Not gonna lie, Rockingham's a hard track, so those kind of 30-ish laps of going was pretty fun. And yeah, it's nice to finish in the top 3. I've probably had this kind of speed the last bunch of weeks and just been caught up at Michigan, and I got the penalty at Kentucky leading, so finding ways to shoot myself in the foot, but here we are.
Yeah, I agree. You've been fast. You were fast last season. You're fast this season. It's nice to, talk to you again. You're almost a stranger to me.
I'm trying not to be.
Tyler, it's Chris, buddy. I just wanted to say good race, man. I think Robert covered most of it, but nice hard racing. You guys are a good league and look like very respectful racing. So yeah, kudos to you, man. Good job on a podium.
Yeah, man, appreciate that.
You're sitting P4 in points right now. How you feeling coming halfway to the season? Next week's halfway.
I was pretty grim after like the 25th at Michigan, but like I said, these last couple runs we're like starting to claw our way up to 4th. So we just got to keep it in there and keep finishing good. I need to start busting off some wins here if I do really want to contend. But you got to put yourself in those situations, and hopefully one of them goes your way.
Yeah, and next week we're headed to Chicagoland. Are you going to be a threat there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's some confidence right there. That's some confidence. Well, Ty, who do you want to give a shout out to on your P3 tonight?
As always, to the league. They do a great job. Appreciate everything they do. It's fun. There's a lot of good guys, a lot of people trying to get better. So just sticking with them and trying to get better and helping anybody out wherever we can. And as well as my family, they're watching tonight. So I always to shout them out.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, congrats. I hope you have a great run next week. I hope you stay strong for the season. There's tough competition here, and it's a pleasure watching you race.
Appreciate it, man. Let's catch y'all next week.
Take care of yourself.
Our P3 finisher, Tyler Manning. A great run by him tonight. We're going to grab our P2 in the 35 machine, Matt Benke. Matt, am I saying your last name correct? Because this is the first time we're talking.
Not quite. It's more of Bank and then big E after that. So Bank E.
Bank E.
Yeah.
I'll work on it, man. Like, no promises. Bank E. Got
it. I hope I put a show on for you there.
Honestly, pleasure watching yourself and the 12 machine duke it out there at the end. It was nice to see that you both had awesome, hard, clean racing. Totally respect you guys were able to run side by side. Watching the race tonight, though, you didn't really march to the front until later on. So what got you up at the front near the end there?
So a lot of that was a lot of tire saving and waiting for the cautions to fall and everybody to start falling out. I did actually have an extra set of tires laying in pit road, so that may have been in something. They're just not pitting at lap 50 like everybody else did to really just kind of get up there, stay up there with saving tires.
Well, I mean, that's fair. Chris wants to know if you have any Victoria's Secret coupons for him.
Yeah, or gift cards. That'll work too.
So what is your sponsor? Is that actually like Victoria's Secret? Or
no, no. This is something that I put together because one of the biggest jokes you can run sometimes. So I do enjoy it. I did make it. So,
I have the
no.
same sense of humor. Yeah. Just make something. I made I made a truck with Robert's cat on it. So no, I get it. I get the humor. But I was just going to say, Matt, just really quick, like Robert touched on, though, it was we didn't see a lot of you throughout the race, but at the end, it was super exciting. It was great watching you race at the end, and it was really clean, like hard racing. And we weren't sure which way it was going to go at the end, and you just barely missed winning. But it was very, very entertaining to us and to the viewers, everyone watching. So, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Mr. Bank E. We got it. We sound a little bit better with it now. Who do you want to give a shout out to for your P2 finish?
Oh, off-grid landscaping. So that's Mr. Worrell in the 79. I got, who else did I got? I got Genesis Aviation, James Wagner, Welding. I got a couple of little smaller ones like Fort Worth Screen Printing and whatnot. Bree, she's sitting here, so she's in the 06. But I think that's just about it. And everybody that was in some of the other leagues that are much higher I rating than I am, where I did learn quite a bit of tire saving from. So,
heck yeah, man. You had an awesome battle tonight. Watching you over the last few races when you popped in, you ran well. You definitely managed your equipment here. This is a tough track and well-deserved P2. Hats off.
thank you, sir.
All right, well,
Yeah, that is for sure. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, good luck at Chicagoland next week. Hopefully, you get your practice in and you can put on another show just like this one.
Hope so.
All right, take it easy, brother.
Thank you.
Our P2 finisher, Matt Bank E. You're gonna have to keep me honest on that one too, Chris. Make sure
I'm going to try. I think we can do it. Banky.
Thank you.
I mean, I think we can do it.
Awesome. We're gonna bring in Hot Shoe, the 12 machine Hot Shoe, Dylan Grace. Dylan, what's going on, brother? Congrats on your win tonight. What do you got to say for yourself?
Still kind of shaking. That was intense down the stretch there.
Oh man, you had an excellent battle. Nice to see you and the 35 machine battle it out. You were really a contender most of the night. We saw you up front. But one thing that I'd like to ask is your paint a specific throwback to anyone? That thing looks beautiful, actually.
So I was talking with my teammate Ryan during the race, and he had your guys' stream up, and he told me you guys were questioning my paint scheme, and it caught me off guard that you guys didn't know what the paint scheme was. It's a old Dale Earnhardt paint scheme from the 90s. He ran at Charlotte, so it's supposed to be a throwback race. So I figured, all right, let me find a paint scheme.
It's awesome, Dylan. This is Chris. Yeah, it's super awesome. I have not watched a lot of '90s NASCAR racing, so it didn't look familiar to me. But yeah, we both definitely admired it. And changing topics for a minute, congratulations on the win. It was we did see you a lot up front, and at the end of the race, you were charging super hard. We weren't sure which way this race was going to go, and it was nice to see some mutual respect between you and Matt Benke. Yeah, close race, and congratulations on the podium. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thanks. First off, I want to give Matt a shout out because I actually threw up a practice session last night, and he was in it for a while, and so I got an idea of how he runs around this place. I probably put in about 400 laps of practice around this place this week, so yeah, it was a lot of fun down the stretch. I knew I had maybe 20 laps fresher tires than him. So I kind of went easy in turn 1 and 2 on that last lap. Saw him come underneath. I was just hoping, just don't wash up on the back stretch off of 2. And once we got to 3 and 4, I knew I had him on that outside. I fell in love with the outside tonight. I just felt like I had so much momentum off of 3 and 4 on the high side.
Yeah, there's a lot more grip on the high side, I feel, on both ends. Have a smooth exit and you don't over throttle. But you did a great job of managing your equipment, staying up front. That paint is beautiful. I assumed it was a Dale, but I don't like to put my foot in my mouth. Well, I mean, sometimes I do if you ask my wife. Um,
Um,
but you're sitting P6 in points right now. Do you think you're gonna have enough momentum to make a charge at a championship?
I'm still a rookie. This is my first year in this league. Uh, I thought I let one get away at Michigan a couple weeks ago, coming off of turn 4. Me and Johnny had a great battle there, but kind of washed up into him off of turn 4 there. So I thought I had one that week. That kind of set us back. Last week, I just wanted a good points day, and I was telling myself the same in this race. Just have a good points day, finish strong, don't wreck. That was the big thing. Don't wreck. So, yeah, couldn't be more thrilled to get this dub tonight.
Yeah, hats off to you, man. It was a beautiful run. You should definitely be proud of that. We're going to Chicagoland next week. Are you going to be as dominant there as you were here tonight?
Well, Chicago is my homeland.
Oh, shit.
I live about a half hour from the racetrack, so that's going to be a big race for me. I'm gonna try to give you guys a show. Can't guarantee nothing, but I'm really looking forward to getting to Chicagoland.
Well, heck yeah, brother. And
Awesome.
great run at Michigan as well. We didn't get to interview you, but that you guys put on a great show for that. Great show tonight. Who do you want to give a shout out to, Dylan?
Obviously James Wagner and Welding putting this together. All the admins, all the effort they put in to put up practice sessions throughout the week, and for the people that come out for the practices. I try to practice as much as I can with them. I've learned a lot from them. And then obviously I want to give a shout out to my teammates, Ryan Hunter, Dakota, Liam, racing with them every week, and then having Johnny and Sam and Barry in the chat too the last couple of weeks. It's been a lot of fun. Couldn't be here without them guys.
Well, it's nice to pay the respects like you have, and you did a great job by even paying more respect with the dub tonight. So hats off to you. I wish you all the best of luck at Chicagoland next week. It's your home track, and really just looking forward to you dancing around up front in the podium and you getting a little bit more spotlight.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. You guys put on a good show too.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Dylan. Take care of yourself, buddy.
All right, you guys too. Thank you.
That was our winner, Dylan Grace. Sharing some of the secret sauce of tire management, extra tires in the bank, Chris. Do you want to give us a quick summary of what you saw tonight and, what you felt like the race went?
Sure, I can do that. A quick summary. Well, we had race was off to a great start. I think we got almost up to lap 30 or so before any cautions. And I'll be honest, I was a little surprised. I want to say sometimes at these shorter tracks, especially on the start or the restarts, you get some cautions. So to go all the way up to 30, we had some exciting racing. After that, we did get a series of cautions, unfortunately, and saw some changes on the track. But overall, it was some good racing. There was nothing that was like too flagrant, I would say. And then we had a really, really exciting finish. So I think you'd probably agree with that, or most of that at least. And it was a pleasure to watch these guys charge hard for 100 laps here at this small track.
Yeah, I agree with your
Back to you.
Your sentiments completely around the style of racing, the carnage, some of the carnage that happened, and I think what we should sign off for the night. We'll roll through the results and kind of maybe say goodbye after that. So we've talked to our top 3 tonight. Talked to Dylan Grace, great performance by him, great battle with him in the 35 of Banky. Side-by-side racing right at the end. That'll be great for everyone to go back and take a look. Shout out to the 78 machine of Manning. Great performance as well. He ran up front all night. 34 machine of Straminsky. We saw him up front as well. Travis Eccles, I don't think we put the camera on him tonight, but he squeaks out a top 5. 83 at BB 6th. Monday 7th. Barker 8th. Don Francesco salvages his ninth position. Great job for him. 10th goes out to Tolleson. That would have been an epic battle if those two were able to kind of settle down and get her done. The 15 machine of Miller in 11th, Hunter in 12th, Presley in 13th, Copperthorne 14th, Bussier in 15th, Hurst 16th, Laurent 17th, Worrell 18th, 19th goes out to Tim Richardson. Isgrig is 20th. Take a look at the last 6 trucks here. 21st goes out to Morton, so I guess he got caught up in some cornage, wasn't able to finish. Ramsey is 22nd. Chris Nice, not so much nice luck with the internet. He parks it to salvage the field in 23rd. Richard Jackson finishes out 24th. Brandon Not So Blue Chew McKee in 25th, and Chad Hawkins in 26th. That's gonna round out our field and pretty much our show for tonight. Chris, are you gonna be joining us next week? What are your plans?
I think I'll be here. Yes, I should be here for the next race.
Heck yeah, brother.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you to the fans, the drivers, everyone that tuned in for the race tonight. Thanks to my mom, by the way, Robert. My mom watches. She looks forward to me and you doing these broadcasts. So thanks to Mom. But no, I should be here next week to do this with you. And yeah.
Yeah, well, it's always a pleasure having you, Chris. Like, we had some great racing tonight, like we saw. So I hope everyone gets a chance to throw a like on the broadcast, share it out with your friends and family. We're going to be back next week at 7:25 p.m. EST for race number 6, halfway through the season at Ruff Neck Racing, the James Wagner Truck Series. Shout out to our sponsor, James Wagner, who makes it possible for everyone to be viewing this on Speed Zone TV. Shout out to Renegade Racing. They're going to be running super late models tomorrow, which will be great action. Also, shout out to 760 Graphics. So if you're in the market for some paints, you might want to reach out to those guys and get some fly colors, But Chris, do you want to say goodbye for us tonight?
Hey, good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Heck yeah. We'll just give the camera a second here to give one little burnout from that 12 machine, and we'll shut her down. Do a beautiful burnout. That's what I feel.
There's that beautiful paint.
That's a beautiful paint. Hanging out, waiting for the burnout.
I'm not in a hurry.
No, I'm munching on chicken.
There we go.
Well deserved. Hats off to that 12 machine. Great strategy. Driving around a little silly.
Yeah, that wasn't luck. This win was not luck. I mean, this win was determination, hard racing. So yeah, well earned.
Well earned indeed. All right, friends. Thank you for everyone who tuned in, and make sure you tune in next week to Speed Zone TV for some more great action from Ruff Neck Racing, the James Wagner's Truck Series. I probably should record myself saying that.
I'd practice at least.
All right. Well, we'll sign off. Thank you from Chris and I for those that tuned in, and we'll catch you all soon.
Subscribe and like. Good night.
Woo.